Hello, welcome back to Doogie Plays Disco Elysium. I've been tampering about with the audio because I wasn't too happy how it's been the last couple of episodes, so maybe I've made it worse, maybe it's a wee bit better, you can let me know. Last time, we died and we had to redo loads of stuff, but now we've got a lead on a kind of, I'm assuming this is kind of like a side mission. It's got nothing to do with what we're actually trying to do, but we found the book owner apparently has a curse. We lied to say we can go sort that out, so that's what we're going to try and do. So we made our way in, we looked at this blackboard or something with some stuff on it, but we did find this last time, said we would do this next time, so let's have a look. Oh, I've clicked the wrong thing, let's try again.
The dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame, forgotten and unused. Its keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
I'm going to ask what Kim thinks, because every time I do something, it tends to go quite wrong. So, do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
That's not very helpful, Kim, but okay, let's just turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Okay, let's look inside the compartment first.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Okay. I'm assuming that means if we press play, nothing will happen, but let's try it.
Nothing happens.
There we go. Can we press print?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Did we pick up cassette? No, we found a pure wrecked one, that's what it was. Okay. Try and remember that. Anything else we can do here? Don't think we've looked at this yet.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
You know, I was actually going to say that I thought that looked a lot like Kedron mosaic tiles. Agreed. Conceptualization. Yeah, just what am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Yeah, well, my guy's quite smart. Maybe he knows some medical.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Yeah, if it's game, then who's playing? I actually thought this was a pure Dungeons and Dragons thing, so I wonder if that's something similar.
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God, it's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay. What's over here? No, is it some kind of RPG? So maybe it was supposed to be like a computer-based one? I don't know. Big bear statue. Now what we got? Oh, some money and magnesium. Alright. Okay. Oh, Kim wants to chat.
Okay, what do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Yeah, I think they were obviously making a game.
Yes, That is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Yeah, well, I guess there's not really much more I think we can get for that.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
Yeah, okay. The world's cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Fair enough. Oh, I realised something. We actually had a mission to get Kim to brief us on the actual whole investigation, and it seems so daft to do it now. I will forget. So let's talk to him again.
Yes?
Tell him about the case.
What do you want to know?
Like, just tell me anything, Kim. I don't know anything. You should know this by now that I genuinely I'm clueless.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Yes, thank you.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Yeah, why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Okay.
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Okay, great. I think I do understand it now, so let's go with that.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer.
Ooh.
That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Okay. Right, that's enough for now then.
Good.
My wee level up. Let's go. And another skill point. So, do I ever get to increase these? Do I get points for these things? Yeah, okay. What else we got? Logic. Deduce the world. I'm not too fond of this one, to be honest. Rhetoric, but I like this one, the art of persuasion, because we tried to did we try to persuade? I think we tried to persuade that boat woman last time and failed, so maybe this would help. Okay. So, yeah. I'm not entirely sure what all this stuff fully does in terms of like how much it helps, but it must help a wee bit. Except. We got a door on the bear.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Let's look inside.
Dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I can hear someone talking upstairs. I wonder, will it be the woman?
Really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Okay, so I'm not sure why I would want to do that. Let's ask him. Yeah, this is a furnace. Because maybe I'm a wee bit daft, don't I?
Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
Now you look inside
No
too.
one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Now, I don't want to shout anything, because what if the folk up there leave and we want to maybe talk to them? And I'm not going to kick it because that sounds daft. So, let's just leave it alone for just now. Let's go check out this bear door thing.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is
Yeah.
covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
We're gonna open this door because I am certain there's going to be some beers in here.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
It's a fridge, don't worry about it.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
Hey, let's do.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door.
Yep,
The fridge is huge.
Yeah, let's take the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Even worse now, am I right? There's a wee bit of a topical joke for you. Okay. Moving steadily on. Ice cream. Oh, a hidden doorway. Hello. Me again. Yes. Not sure. Much here though. What's that?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Yeah, let's put a wee bit of light on this hidden
There
compartment.
is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yes, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spider webs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
I'll say it. I don't want to inspect too much in case I end up shooting.
Are these any good?
Okay.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
Oh yes, let's get that right now.
It's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but
Aw.
still a beautiful thing in its own way. Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He
Okay.
likes this find.
Well, I'm glad, Kim. Right, guess that's us in this bit. Phone? No. Ice cream maker. Oh, some more money and hey, all the health I can get, fine.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
I'm not sure why I would take any of this out, but they don't really need the fridge on, so
An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
okay, I'm just gonna leave because I don't know. I'm a bit scared of that, so let's look over here instead. Okay. What's in here? Oh, it's the stairs. I thought that's like a cupboard or something. Missed a wee bit down there. Oh, this is me outside. So I kind of want to go back. So let's go back in. Oh, is that where the buzzer was originally? I think it was. Okay. Oh, a moolah. 45 pence, not too bad. Not to be snuffed at. Right, so not an awful lot in here now, so I think I did miss another way, so let's double check. I think we're up here. Was there a way? Yeah, I don't think I've been in here, have I? Let's check. Oh, a memory. Oh, okay, so that's gonna go in the computer. There's no way else out, so let's... So I have been this way. I think it was that I was thinking of. Let's go to the computer, pop this in first.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Okay, let's go.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Yeah, what's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Yeah.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Can you give me a hint?
No.
Oops.
Still no.
Just go with the police then.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Right, I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent
happens
play and
if
print
we-
keys shine on the keyboard.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Assuming we just leave that in just now, because we'd only take it out if we had another one to put in, surely. Okay. Okay. So, what are we going to do now? That feels like we've been... Oh, there's a whole other bit. Starting to think I
An
would
iron
run out of
safety
things to do.
curtain curves before your eyes. folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Right, well, we better knock on it then.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Arthur.
Still nothing. No one's home. Those
Jesus.
curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we can try yelling into the furnace downstairs.
You're joking. What's this? I guess we just have to yell. It's a bit annoying. Postcard. I don't want that. Who knows? Right, I guess we have to shout. But my guy's no... It's a bit mad that he's not physical enough to shout, but I guess, you know. My guy's a bit of a weakling. Right. We've had worse odds, and I've done it, so let's see.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, colouring it pitch black.
Okay. 28% chance. Can we do it? Get it in, come on!
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Right, let's not go too hard, because if we scare them off, they'll get there way faster. They'll get away like before we can get up there, so, hello.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Sound good to
you
me.
hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Yeah, go. Let's go. Hey, come on. Get up there. There we go. Right. Have we look about first? Well, someone still potentially working on this game then.
Hello. I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman. Okay.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Oh, that's a good idea. Right, so... let's just try and move on.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
It's awfully meta, isn't it?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Yeah, I like this one. No, I was looking for something else. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Right, so let's get straight into it. Do you know anything about that guy that was lynched out there?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
I mean, as you know, we don't know you. Excuse me. Yeah, what do you mean with the daily ruckus exactly?
Well, There's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
Like a lynching? Is that what you're trying to say?
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Or the lynching?
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You just didn't look at the window then?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
Hmm.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
I guess that makes sense.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Okay.
She
Thank you.
nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
Yeah, okay. Do you know what happened to the other tenants?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Do they? Right, do I care about this? I don't know. Let's just some of them.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
There you go.
It's not about the haircut, it's about the confidence.
Yeah, I've got no opinion on these hairstyles.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
Welcome to the gym.
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Yeah, how did that look out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
I mean, how much should I trust that logic? Because what if there is some?
Eventually, the coalition took away the
Oh,
funding
where's
and
my
the
light?
club went
Where's my
bankrupt.
flashlight seller?
This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Right, this doesn't seem to be giving me too much. Other
Good.
questions?
I hope it clarified things a bit.
Do you
What
know
else?
anything about this curse?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Yeah, we'll tell her about Pleasance.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Yeah, we'll tell her this bit. So, yeah, it's not doing too well and she's exploiting her own daughter.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
That's a bit too... true though. Is that part of this place?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
I guess it's sort of separate build.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
True.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Yeah, there is a few inconsistent. Well, I guess that is, yeah.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
I mean, honestly, I would think it's, you know, poor business decision.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
True.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
And we're good at telling folk a lie, so... Oh. Why would I... I'm scared of this, because I don't want to do all this again, because I've done too much. I don't know why this would kill me, but it just seems to all the time. Right, let's just leave. Let's maybe... I'm interested in seeing that, so let's give it a quick save. I don't really like doing that too much, but just I just want to make sure I don't die.
It's you again. Are you looking for
Let's
a
just try
ride?
this. I'm sure I can't get that
You
again.
feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
But definitely not doing this because I think we've been terrible too. We've been a bit too much already. So let's just leave it
She
like that.
has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools.
Sure. Okay. Right. Did this get finished? So interview, find out. No. Alright, there we go. Report back to Pose and see what you find. Okay, so maybe getting done then. Let's have a quick run about. No, I've been up here. Okay. Let's get out of here. I'm going this way. I'm still a bit unsure about this password malarkey. I don't know if I was supposed to found something in here. But actually, we'll do. We'll talk to Plaisance next time, 'cause I think that's probably a good place to call it actually. So, right. That was good. We made some progress, and I'll see you next time, right? And let me know if the audio is any better. If it's worse, let me know also. And maybe one day I'll fix it. Right, thanks. See you later. Bye.